Hi everyone, I'm Mina Zeta, Director of Partnerships at Sidewalker Daily, and today we're going to talk about influencer marketing trends. The reason it is important for you to be up to date on all things your industry is because A, knowledge is power, and two, I really believe that if you were working a corporate job and you were in your own, a different industry or different market, you would have to be up to trends with what's going on, right? But so many influencers and bloggers and content creators are kind of missing that industry piece, that really small part that can make a huge difference. Imagine if you knew more things about your industry, how much more of a knowledgeable and viable candidate that would make you for potential brand partnerships. Also, the influencer market is it's really volatile, right? Things are always changing and algorithms always popping up here and there. And also the people who are on the decision-making role are, they're aging out. So they may not really know what this space is about. And I find that the influencers who are more in touch with the facts and how this industry is growing are going to be influencers that can also teach their clients, this is why it's important to work with us. We are a force to be reckoned with, because a lot of people are still on that learning curve of is influencer marketing worth it? What is it? They're still not getting it. And I think if you can include some of these trends, whether it's in your media kit or in your pitch or people that you talk to, it, makes you also not only appear stronger, but it shows that your industry. So let's talk about some big trends that are happening right now. I'm going to start with the rise of micro influencers. I think back in the day, it was all about numbers and big time, flashing lights, but micro influencers are on the come up. Micro influencers, you can consider, the numbers can vary as to what really makes someone micro, but I like to think of them as anyone with 30,000 followers and below. Or 30,000 engaged, humans watching their platforms. Micro influencers tend to have higher engagement. And I think that's where the special sauce is, the money is, because if you have higher engagement, that actually means the people that are in your community really feel that you are an expert in what you're talking about. Now, I'd like to say and warn you that as you grow, if you are in the micro influencer bucket and as you go up the ladder, your engagement will fall, and that's natural. I think it's because, when you're really big, people almost feel like you don't deserve their like. I know it sounds all crazy, but I find myself liking, more or commenting or engaging with people who are smaller because I actually think they'll see it, versus someone who's at a whole other celebrity level that I'm oh, they probably won't even see it. So that's one of the big trends, is the rise of micro influencers. The second trend that I see is that people are now using Instagram as a travel planning tool. I know that I have used Sidewalker Daily's platform to book travel, and I know a lot of people hit that little collections or they print screen and they save it to a friend, or they send it to their friends on WhatsApp oh, I saw this place, let's go. Instagram didn't start out that way. I mean, the photo game has completely taken off. People were posting really scary photos, and now it's super wanderlust feeling. Everything feels, you're just seeing a dream. So Instagram is now really more of a travel planning tool, I think, because it's a photography social media site. And I see that this trend is just only increasing with the increase of presets available, with all the photo editing tools available. People are really using Instagram to create this, this place where you can go find and book travel. The third trend that I'm seeing, because I'm on the brand side and I tend to work with lots of travel brands on their influencer marketing, is the question of ROI and trackable links. Back in the day, people were just so pumped to work with influencers, so they're just throwing money at it, not really knowing what their goals are. But brands now have certain goals, and as an influencer or blogger or content creator, it's your responsibility to be able to hit those goals and really show them the analytics. It's really now they want that look into the back end, and they're, the more that you can provide insight on your community and your numbers when a campaign is over, and to show that you were able to get the client, whatever their goals were, I think the more successful your campaign will be. Another trend that is on the up and up is pulling that engagement out of the community. Back in the day, it was just kind of posting a photo or posting a piece of content and just kind of being behind the wall. But now people are using stories, they're using voting, polls, And this is also very useful information that you can give to one of your brand partners or clients to show them, is this a product you guys would want to try? It's really good for, focus groups and research. And I think as an influencer, you have, your ear to the pavement. You can help the brands really help, maybe brands that are even for pre-launch, that their product isn't fully available. You can try to work and pitch yourself as a service to be like, hey, let me help you find out what, people are actually looking for before you invest all this time and money in creating a product. I know for us at Sidewalker Daily, I'm always including my community in my proposals and my pitches because I want to see, I'm using the information available to me to research. And the last trend that I'm going to talk about today is that I find a lot of brands are using influencers to replace their production budgets on the content side. So again, back in the day, you would spend like tons of money on a model, hair, makeup, creative director, stylist, photo shoot, the whole works. But that big budget is being cut up into small little pieces. So using influencers as a, content creation tool, is that the word? But I think you get what I'm saying. The point is now budgets are going to influencers on production. And that's why I always say to my students how important it is to position yourself as a content creator versus like an influencer. Because if you can produce content, you can then ask for production budgets. And brands are more than willing to pay for photos for their social media, their emails, their websites. So try to reposition how you're pitching, because if you now know that brands are open to paying for content and you're looking to get paid, it's a win-win. If you're an info junkie like me, then you're going to want to make sure to sign up to our email list because I'm always sending new trends that come to me or that I'm finding out at work. So this is one of the places that we can work together where I can help you learn more. So sign up for our email list. Link is below. If you thought this video was useful and gave you a little bit more insight onto the industry perspective and where things are going, like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video.